Hello, AD. I'm Seth Rogen. Welcome to Houseplant.
All right, today we are rating writer, actor, and comedian, a man estimated to be worth $80 million from Vancouver, Canada, Mr. Seth Rogen's home office in Los Angeles, California, featured on Architectural Digest.
Had a lot of meetings and get-togethers out here, outdoors. We're finally returning to the indoors, but people love cornhole in America. That's what I've learned.
This is a 1920s built West Hollywood bungalow. I think that makes our third or fourth review in West Hollywood, so expectations are high here. It's a cute house, though. I like the white siding with the blue casement, although I do prefer grass over all this gravel, but so far I'm good. Let's head inside.
Da-da-da. Welcome to the inside of the Houseplant house. I'll be honest, we did not set out to base Houseplant out of a house, which is, as I say it, it was something you would assume we would have wanted from the get-go.
So Houseplant is a partnership between Seth and Evan Goldberg, who have been partnering with each other on projects ever since they were teenagers. Seth and Evan actually wrote the first draft of Superbad at the age of 13, although Mozart had already composed his first symphony at the age of 8. But I guess drafting your first stoner comedy is almost as impressive. Anyways, fast forward 3 years, at the age of 16, Judd Apatow discovers Seth, is blown away by his comedy skills, and eventually makes him an official member of the iconic so-called frat pack, along with Paul Rudd and Steve Carell. From there, they go on to write tons of hits, including The 40-Year-Old Virgin, which really launches Seth's on-screen career. Before that role, Hollywood pretty much only considered Seth to be a writer, but that movie changed everything for him.
I found myself really struggling to furnish my home in a way that complemented the fact that I smoke weed all day, every day, and also the fact that I wanted to have nice things around. And so we started making those things.
This would be a fun office. It's basically a grown-up frat house. Cornhole, arcade machines, video games. I also like the idea of working out of a home like this as opposed to an office tower. I feel like this would lend itself to a much more creative environment. Obviously, different industries would need different decors, but I like the whole concept. I don't know, would you guys like this or prefer working out of a traditional office building? I guess they got pros and cons to each.
Hopefully people will like. This is one of the first things we made. It was a very simple lighter ashtray combo. Beyonce took a picture with this. It was a very thrilling moment for all of us at Houseplant.
Does anyone have a more iconic laugh than Seth Rogen? Maybe Bezos or Eddie Murphy's close, but I still think Seth wins it.
But it's also very pretty and kind of nothing like it really exists. So yeah, we were really psyched about this. These sold out very quickly. This is one of my favorite things also. You know, I started collecting a lot of vintage ashtrays, and these standing ashtrays are something that I started to notice.
Obviously, this isn't Seth's personal home, although Seth and his wife Lauren have actually been buying and selling homes in the Hollywood Hills for over 16 years. They started back in 2006 with a $1.6 million Spanish bungalow, but have since upgraded to a sprawling estate in the Hollywood Hills that they've pieced together over multiple transactions. They spent $8 million on the first 7 acres back in 2014, and then added an additional acre in 2020 for $3 million. So they now own a total of 6 contiguous lots at a price tag of $11 million. You know, when Seth first moved to the U.S., his parents were both out of jobs, and he was covering the entire family's expenses. Living the American dream, worth $80 million and now revolutionizing the ashtray industry.
This is a workshop. This is a very old work table. Those chairs I actually think are from the movie This Is the End. Those green ones, we stole those from the set of that film. I stole a lot of the furniture from the set of that movie and shipped it from New Orleans back to Los Angeles and furnished our office and homes with it. So yeah, those 2 green chairs are for sure stolen from This Is the End. That side table might be as well.
I mean, I don't love the furniture in this house, but I do love how he stole everything from the movie set. That's hilarious. Very on brand. Although I will say his vintage ashtray collection is pretty cool, though. I especially like the armchair ashtray in the living room, even if you don't smoke. That would be a cool piece to have in a mid-century design. But this space just needs to be filled out more. We need art, better rugs, lamps, maybe some wallpaper. Guess I'll need to grab stuff off the next movie set he's on.
We at Houseplant have one of the largest vintage ashtray collections in the world.
I'm curious, if you could steal any furniture off any movie set, what are you taking it from? It's hard. I don't know about furniture, but as far as houses, the Ex Machina house is good. Obviously, Iron Man's house. Cameron Diaz's house in The Holiday is good. I don't know. Let me know if I'm missing any.
These are some of the people who work at Houseplant too. Why don't you introduce yourselves, everybody?
All right, this was basically a product placement ad for Seth's company and not really a home tour, although it was still kind of fun. I like the elevation, and we really only saw the living room area, no kitchen, no bedrooms or bathrooms. So I'm going to go with a 6.2, 6.2 stars as the score. What do you guys think? Was it worth rating? No? Yes? Let me know. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.